YouTube? What's good, YouTube? We back on another banger, man. We got Jimmer Range 2021 NBA mock draft. Let's get it.
It's been a weird season due to the unique circumstances, but now with the college basketball year all wrapped up, in today's video, we're going to do a 2021 mock draft. The support lately has been amazing. I really appreciate it, but well over half of you guys that have been watching the videos are still not subscribed. We've got a lot of content coming out. You won't want to miss it, so smash that sub button, smash that like button, and let's get into it. Right now, the worst record in the league and the best odds that the #1 pick in the draft is in the hands of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Still? How many #1 picks y'all got, man? What the? How many been number? Bro, no, the Timberwolves gonna have every #1 pick in history, bro. How many #1 picks? How many #1 picks y'all gonna got? Well, y'all gonna get? I can't speak today.
They've had to deal with a lot of injuries, but the fact that they've had 3 #1 picks since 2014,
which
are still on the roster and are still at the bottom of the league is ridiculous.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why are you still at the bottom of the league?
I feel this is their last opportunity. If they really,
it really is. Mo, think about the #1 picks they had on the team. They had Towns, #1 pick. Wiggins, #1 pick. They have Anthony Edwards, #1 pick. They even had Anthony Bennett at one point. He got traded for Kevin Love, didn't he, with Wiggins? They had 4 #1 picks on the roster, man, at some point in time. That's crazy.
Hope on turning things around and holding on to Karl Anthony Towns. Luckily for them, if they get this #1 pick, their decision is made for them. They're going to take Oklahoma State point guard Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham went into the season as a clear-cut, projected #1 pick. He could have probably averaged 12 points, shooting 30% from 3, and still had the case to be the #1 selection, but that's not what we saw. As a 6'8" point guard, he averaged 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting 44% from the field and 40% from 3 on over 6 attempts.
Dang!
Look at his game under 8.
That boy nice, man.
Yeah, but you've got a 6'8" point guard averaging over 20 points as a 40% three-point shooter. As a freshman, you don't think, you draft him, and you figure out the rest later. If this selection were to actually happen, the Timberwolves would be going forward with a core of Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and Karl Anthony Towns. At least on paper, there would be a lot to get excited about for Minnesota fans. The second best odds at the top pick belong to the Houston Rockets. Rockets fans are going to be watching the draft lottery as close as they can, as while right now we projected them to have a top pick and hold on to it. Neither are a given. Right now they have just over a 50% chance at landing inside the top 4. If they fall out of that range, their pick is going to be going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But here at 2, I think their decision is pretty clear, all things considered, and that's Gonzaga point guard Jalen Suggs. He's had a really interesting season. Gonzaga almost never has a one-and-done player. They've never had this high of a recruit.
I like that.
For him to come in and run this offense was really impressive. He was a huge part.
Well, I noticed that I know that they have Zags on the ball. But yeah, Jalen Suggs is a hooper, man. That dude, that boy nice, man.
Of them being just one game away from a perfect season. The 6'4" point guard averaged 14 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds.
He only got 14 points?
Shooting 50% from the field and 34% from 3. He's super well-rounded on both ends. He'd be going to a team with some solid pieces going forward, and Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood. Them walking away from this draft with a floor general like Suggs, I think would be a great move. The Pistons are going to be coming in at 3. Aside from landing a most improved candidate in Jeremy Grant, there hasn't...
You better say Kuminga or Jalen Green.
...been much to get excited about in Detroit, and it should be no surprise that they've got some of the best odds in the lottery. I'm really not a big...
Mobley? Would I be a fan of Mobley? I don't know if I want Mobley on the team, bro. I mean, I'll take him, obviously. He's good. But, like, he's too skinny. Like, I'd rather have just a good, like, a short thing. Like, Kuminga, I think he's a real deal, bro. He's 6'8". I mean, I don't know. Because he's, like, 7 foot. I mean, he could. I'll take Mobley. I like him.
Game at taking centers with top picks, but it's hard to say anything negative about USC big man Evan Mobley, who's exactly who the Pistons are taking here at 3. He came in as a top recruit and didn't disappoint. He averaged 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks, shooting 58% from the field. The coordination at that 7-foot frame, you just don't see very often, giving him a crazy amount of upside, and I think it'd be an exciting selection for Pistons fans.
Yeah.
At 4, we've got the Orlando Magic, and this is another one where, considering who is off the board, their decision is simple. They're taking Jalen Green. Green actually graduated as the #1 recruit in the country,
Right.
but decided to take a unique path, and instead of going to college, went to the G League. I really didn't know what to expect from him in terms of production, but so far in 15 games, he's been impressive, averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 46% from the field and 37% from 3. We all knew Jalen Green could just jump out of the gym. There was no denying the talent, but seeing him be this good of a shot creator, shooting this well from 3 and from the line, really makes me confident in him going forward. And personally, I would just love to see him fall in the hands of the Magic at the deadline went headfirst into a rebuild after trading away both Aaron Gordon and Nikola Vucevic. Landing a player like Green would really be a great start in their new direction. Right now, the consensus seems to be, and I would have to agree, that this is a 5-player draft. Similar to how the 2019 NBA draft.
Yeah, I was just realizing, like, this is a pretty decent draft. I don't really know who's good outside these 5, though. I'm going to be honest. Besides these 5, I don't really know.
Was really top-heavy with a sharp fall-off of the level of prospect after Zion, RJ, and Zion. In this case, we're seeing a big
Zion, RJ, and Zion
fall-off after the 5th pick, which is in the hands of the Thunder, who are taking Jonathan Kuminga.
Yep.
Kuminga is another guy that decided to go to the G League instead of college. He has a ton of potential with crazy athleticism at a 6'7" frame, but unlike Green, his production's been kind of disappointing, which could cause him to fall even further leading up to the draft. With the 6th pick, we've got the Cavs, and it looks like their future's bright with their young guard duo of Colin Sexton and Darius Garland. In this mock, I've got them grabbing the top power forward, Scotty Barnes. Barnes came in as a pretty high recruit, and he's been solid. His stats weren't anything crazy at Florida State, as he averaged 10 points, shooting 28% from 3, but he's extremely well-rounded on both sides. His playmaking at the 4 and his frame.
Bro, I don't understand. I really don't understand how this stuff works, to be honest. I mean, I do, obviously, but, like, if dude's averaging 10 points is getting in the top 10, bro, how? Who was the dude? Who was that dude? What was his name? Like, Tyler or something, I think? He was, like, leading the league in NCAA points, right? Man, what was the guy's name? I forgot. But, like, why wouldn't he be a top pick? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how this.
State, as he averaged 10 points, shooting 28% from 3, but he's extremely well-rounded on
28%?
His playmaking at the 4 and his frame
10 points?
Really made him a top prospect, and I think he'd be a great addition to this cast.
Bro, Patrick Williams got like 4 points a game or something, or like 9 points a game in college, bro. Like what's the fall off? If 10 points a game is good enough to get you top 10, then Howard dude's not even getting drafted in the NBA. Like 10 points, 10 points, man. I don't know.
The 7th pick belongs to the Wizards, and they're going to be taking former Duke forward Jalen Johnson. I say former.
Oh yeah, I know who this is. I know this guy.
Decided to part ways with the team before the season even ended. A decision that I thought might really hurt his stock, but that hasn't appeared to be the case. He's a 6'9" forward who can play on the wing. He's hyper athletic, and in the 13 games, he averaged 11 points and 6 rebounds, shooting 52% from the field and 44%.
Well, I only know who these guys are because I used to do like rebuilds on 2K, and I used to like download draft classes and stuff.
3.
So considering
the Wizards situation, they need to go for upside, and that's exactly what you get with Johnson. The 8th pick is in the hands of the Raptors.
Really?
This is such an interesting team when it comes to the draft, as I really didn't expect them to be here.
I didn't even know they were here.
Think about the scenario where they jump higher in the draft. Just imagine they land the top pick and have a core of Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, newly added Gary Trent Jr., and Cade Cunningham. That truly sounds scary, but here at 8, with no clear position to address, the fact that they're probably not looking to be.
But I don't like the Raptors team, bro. Like Siakam, that dude fell off a cliff. VanVleet is all right, I guess. He's all right. I do like Gary Trent. I like Gary Trent, and I like OG Anunoby because but
being a rebuild.
I don't know.
I've got them taking a safe pick in Corey Kispert. You're not drafting Kispert with the expectation he's going to be the future face of your franchise.
Corey Kispert? Corey Kispert. This guy's a top 10 pick. Corey Kispert. Look, bro. All right. Look, no disrespect, but all he can do is shoot. He can't do anything else. He can barely even do that. No, I'm just playing. But I mean, look, if you want to draft Corey Kispert with the 8th pick, I'm not gonna stop you.
As your draft,
because I'm not a Raptors fan. So
in with the expectation that he's going to come in and produce off the bat, especially from the 3-point line. He had one of the craziest college seasons we've ever seen statistically.
Did he?
He averaged 19 points, shooting 53% from the field and 44% from 3 on almost 7 attempts. Insane. And I think he'd be a great selection for the Raptors.
Corey Kispert, I apologize. I had no idea he was doing all that. Well, he was on Gonzaga? I knew it. I knew I recognized the name somewhere. Because I was watching him in the NCAA. I didn't know that was... I forgot. Okay. But that Timmy dude is going to get drafted too. I like him. I like Timmy, and I like Jalen Suggs. This guy right here is... I don't know. I don't know about him, but whatever.
Raptors here. At 9, we've got the Kings, and this one's kind of tough with how many solid guards are on the table, but that's not really a position they need to address. For now, I've got them taking the top big man on the board in the first foreign prospect, Alperen Sengun, an 18-year-old Turkish 6'10" center that I know very little about, but based on scouting reports.
What? You don't really know very little about. I have never heard of this guy ever, literally ever, before now. So, I don't know.
It appears a lot of his stock is coming from his high IQ game on both ends, especially in the pick and roll, but it seems very clear he's coming in very raw. At 10, we've got the Orlando Magic, and they're taking one of my favorite prospects in the draft, Moses Moody.
They have 2 picks.
Have Hampton and to Green earlier in this mock, but they're not going to be drafting for need, or at least I hope they're not drafting for need. And in my opinion,
well, do they have the Bulls pick?
The best player.
Do they have the Bulls pick in their pick? Is that what's going on here?
On the board, so they take him. He's a
Probably.
huge reason that Arkansas was actually a top team this season.
I like Moses Moody though too. I like him.
Points, shooting 36% from 3.
And
he was a 3-and-D wing at Montverde. He showed this season that at the least he's going to bring a lot of value in that department at the next level, but he's got the potential to be much, much more. Personally, I would love to see him fall and get the chance to go to a team ready to compete right now, but in this mock, he's going 10 to the Magic. 11 is going to be the Pelicans, so we're getting another guy who's one of my favorite players in this class, and that's James Bouknight. There is no clear direction for them in this draft, so I just got them going for upside, and this might be their best bet here. I've gotten the chance to see Bouknight a few times
That dude is a bucket. Hey, Bouknight, he's a bucket, bro. I wouldn't mind Pistons taking him either if he fell in the lottery. That dude is a bucket, man.
Okay. And every time, I've been impressed. He's a 6'5" guard that is a sophomore this season at UConn. Averaged 19 points, shooting 45% from the field and 29% from 3. Now that efficiency doesn't tell the full story. He was a one-man show at UConn. That was very clear in the NCAA tournament. Without him doing everything on the court, they were lost. The talent he has with the ball in his hands is some of the best in the draft. I really think he's going to thrive with the spacing we see at the next level. The Pacers are at 12. They've got a lot going for them with their front court of Sabonis and Turner. Brogdon's been pretty good this year. Caris LeVert has looked impressive since coming to them midway through the year. But here at 12, I've got them adding guard help with Tennessee's Keon Johnson, whose stock is coming a lot from his athleticism, but this season averaged 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 45% from the field. The Spurs are at 13 and grab Franz Wagner, brother of Maurice.
I don't know who that is. I know who this guy is because he goes to Michigan. He's nice.
Is such an interesting prospect as he's got a similar frame to his brother at 6'9", but a lot of the times this season was playing the point guard position. Something it's hard to imagine him running full-time in the NBA, but makes him a very interesting prospect. In his sophomore year, he averaged 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, shooting 34% from 3. To me, he just screams Spurs. For the last pick of the lottery, we've got the Golden State Warriors, who are going to be adding to their backcourt, taking one of the biggest stars of the tournament, Baylor's Davion Mitchell. Mitchell isn't young. He was a 4-year player in college, including a transfer season. He isn't very big.
So they drafted Donovan Mitchell's brother?
But I think he's going to be a very solid selection for this Warriors team, who are trying to get back to title contention as soon as possible, as he can come in.
How we do this short, man?
And make an impact immediately.
He looks like 4'6".
He averaged 14 points and 5 assists, shooting 51% from the field and 45% from three.
Oh my God. Are you serious? 45% from three and 50% from the field? Bro. Hey, I'll take him too. Shoot.
On-ball
Those
defender
numbers.
in this draft. His combination of leadership, defense, three-point shooting at the point guard position has him quickly rising up my board. But that's the video, guys. You guys, tell me your thoughts.
That's gonna cap out the video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that was a good little video. See you at the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know, the link to this video will be in the description and check it out for yourself. And I'll see you in the next video. No cap. Peace out.